It's all come down to this. After months of grit, noise, and heart, the Seahawks are one win away from the ultimate prize. This is our final Hawk Zone before the Super Bowl. And of course, we couldn't do it without our guy, Terry Hollimon. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm kind of sad, though, when you said that.
I know.
The Hawk Zone of the season has come to an end.
But don't worry, you're still going to... Okay, I'm back. We're both happy. We're both happy now.
Yeah, it's real.
You're still going to come on the show, so it's okay. It's going to be great.
Thank you.
It's wild, though, to think that Super Bowl is this weekend. We're finally here. What's going through your mind as we go into this big game?
Well, it is absolutely surreal. And I think for so many fans out there, it's surreal. And I think back to the beginning of the season. I want you to paint a picture for you and paint a picture for everybody out there what the beginning of the season looked like for the Seahawks. Because I was at the first preseason game. I was out there. There was no DK Metcalf. There was no Tyler Lockett. I looked out and I saw Geno Smith in the other team's uniform.
Good point.
Pete Carroll on the other bench.
Good
and
point.
then to top it off, the bird, the Seahawk, flew up at the beginning of the game and got caught in the net. And he was struggling, and it was such a scary moment. I was like, this is a foreboding sign.
Good point.
But look where we are. It all worked out. We're going to the Super Bowl. We were in the Super Bowl. It's incredible.
It is so incredible, and it's incredible to see the way that our quarterback has been playing, Sam Darnold. I feel like there's so much we can say about him. But first, I want to know, the Seahawks are the favorites, but is there something that you're seeing on the Patriots side that has you worried at all? Do they have any strengths?
Yeah, I mean, they are in the Super Bowl. They're an NFL team. And like we say every week on this show, right?
It's true.
The NFL and anything can happen. But the one thing that I think really stands out to me is the quarterback, the young quarterback, Drake May.
Yeah.
He is an intangible. He is really good with his legs. If he can get outside of the pocket, he can make things happen, extend plays, and make yardage. So the Seahawks are definitely going to want to know where he is and contain him on every play. And really the biggest thing for me is, again, one thing that you cannot measure in football or in any sport is heart. And I think when you look at this team, this young team is so hungry. They want to go out there and get a Super Bowl for their coach out there, Vrabel. And so that's a big intangible.
See, but I thought when you said heart, you were going to talk about our team. Because I feel like our team is all heart, all chemistry.
We could talk about that at any time, but you you asked me about the Patriots and what I was nervous about, and that was one thing.
Fair enough. When the game kicks off, is there anything you want to see right out of the gate that's going to make you feel like, okay, we got this?
Well, of course, I think you look at a game like the Super Bowl, this is the pinnacle for everybody that plays football. From the time you start out as a young kid at 4 or 5 years old to now, everybody hopes to be there. So there's obviously nerves at play. So I want to see which team is able to really control those nerves, corral those nerves, and use them to benefit as opposed to, get inside their head and making mistakes. So that's the first thing. And again, I want to look at momentum. Momentum is so huge, especially in games like this. If we can get off to an early start and get that momentum going, it's going to bode well for the Seahawks.
Definitely. Any other keys to a Seahawks win? Are we talking running game? Are we talking getting JSN involved? What do you think?
I think just follow the plan that's been working all season long. We've been really good at staying consistent with the run. They run first. That's Mike McDonald's philosophy. We have big plays, of course, with JSN, but defense is what wins championships, and defense is going to win the Super Bowl for us. Again, you look at this defense, they are monumental, historical, one of the best defenses in the National Football League for sure this year. If they can just continue on that trajectory, they'll be well.
Okay, I like the vibes. We usually at this time talk about your player of the game, but instead I want to know player of the season so far.
Oh, wow, that's heavy. It could be a couple of people, again, because we love Sam here, right?
I know,
we had faith in Sam before anybody had faith in Sam. But you would be, if you cannot say this name as the MVP of this team, Jackson Smith-Njigba, you are crazy. This guy had a season of seasons at the wide receiver position. First of all, he had over 1,700 yards receiving, which is a Seahawks franchise record. He caught more balls than anybody in Seahawks history, which is incredible, looking at the number of receivers that we've had here. And it was just an unbelievable season he's had. when we needed him most, he made incredible plays. He made one-handed plays. He made fingertip plays. He made game-winning plays. He is the MVP of Seattle.
Oh my gosh. Who is your unsung hero then, too?
This is another one that can go either way.
It's true.
But I'm going to stick with our guy, Rashid Shaheed. This guy had 3 touchdowns on special teams. And some of those touchdowns were game-changing, big-time touchdowns. Like this one here versus San Francisco. This is one of those ones that caused that momentum shift in that game that caused the Seahawks to come back to beat our hated foes, the San Francisco 49ers, and put us on this path to the Super Bowl. So again, he's my underdog. But again, there's another guy by the name of A.J. Barner who has come up in huge times for the Seahawks this season at the tight end position. When JSN wasn't open and they were double teaming him, we got the ball to our tight end and he made big plays for us.
Everyone's making big plays. I have a good feeling about it. Yeah. Big coaching news too this week I want to talk about. Seahawks offensive coordinator is actually apparently getting announced as the Raiders' new head coach. That's the rumor. What's your reaction? Do we have a sense of who might be on the short list then to replace him looking ahead?
I don't know who would be replacing him, but the thing about the National Football League is when you start having success, what happens is other teams want to be a part of that. They want to have that. So the downfall of having a good offensive coordinator is that other teams want them to be their head coach. So good for him, sad for us, but I guarantee you we are going to get somebody incredible in here to replace him, because who doesn't want to be in Seattle right now?
I know. And working with, our coach, Mike McDonald.
Absolutely.
He's just been a genius. The NFL is also talking about adding a game to the schedule, I understand, next season. So instead of having 17 games and 3 preseason games, you'd have 18 games and 2 preseason games. Your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think fans will love it. More football for the fans, right? But I think it's a hindrance to the players. The players aren't going to want to do that. They were already upset that they had to play 17 games. It's a lot of wear and tear on your body. So I think 18 is pushing it. They're really trying to get the most bang out of their bucks, these owners are. But 18 might be a stretch. We probably are going to be there, though. Honestly,
Okay.
But if they got rid of a preseason game or 2, that's cool with me too.
There you go. Before we leave really quickly, K9 is going to be up for free agency. What do you think? Are we getting him back?
Well, there's going to be some concessions that need to be made on either side. I mean, you look at his productivity, it's been pretty good at the end of the season, but he spent a lot of time injured here in Seattle. And with the way that Zach Charbonnet has been playing, that, leads to some negotiation issues with K9. So hopefully things work out for him and he ends up staying here.
Oh, I hope so. I hope he has a big game this weekend, and then we need him. So
yeah, we do.
Thank you so much, Terry. I appreciate it. And go Hawks. Go.